Hi, my name is Robert Gillingham. I'm one of the founders of Karmik Outdoors. We're an outdoor gear recovery system. We get lost gear back. So the problem that we're trying to solve is that outdoor men and women lose expensive gear, and there's no good way of getting it back to the owner. I was fly fishing one of our local rivers, and I found a fly rod. I got back home, and I wanted to get it back to the owner, so I posted on social media, I posted on Craigslist, and I posted on online chat forums. In several weeks, I got 4 or 5 phone calls of people who have lost fly rod. Unfortunately, those phone calls that I got were not of the fly rod I had in my hand. So I thought to myself, well, that's unfortunate. Like, I really want to get it back to this guy, but I can't. So I thought, what have I lost and what have I found? And I've lost and found a lot of things throughout my outdoor career. And Aaron and I thought, well, there's got to be a solution to this problem. So we looked and we couldn't find one. And then we thought, well, how big of a problem is this? There's about 145 million outdoor recreation users annually. 86% of them have lost something of value in the outdoors, and 76% of them have found an item of somebody else's. So if you do the math, you see that only about 10% of outdoor gear is lost. The other percentage, high percent of the time, somebody finds gear and wants to get it back to the owner, but can't. That's what we're here to solve. Our product are extremely durable decals that people put on their favorite outdoor gear that have unique ID numbers and QR codes associated with them, stored in our database. So customers purchase decals, they register the decal, they affix it to whatever item they want, and they enter the make, model, serial, color, whatever the information they want to put on there. And this ensures that their outdoor gear is identifiable and returnable. So the way it works is it's really simple. If you look at the cup on the left, that cup could be anything. It could be a stand-up paddleboard, it could be your favorite pitching wedge, it could be disc golf, it could be whatever you want it to be, whatever your favorite outdoor activity is. But if you have those things, if you enjoy the outdoors and you lose something, chances are you're never going to get it back, unless you have a decal like ours on the right. And our decals are very simple for the finder to get the gear back to. All they do is bring up their smartphone, open up the camera feature, hover over the QR code, click on the link, enter their contact information, and that's sent immediately to the registered owner. There's no app needed or anything. Very simple process for the finder to get the gear back to the registered owner. So how do we make money with this? We have 4 sources of revenue. The first 2 are going to be business to consumer. The second 2 are going to be business to business. We have a really high profit margin on the direct to consumer sale of our decals. And then we have recurring revenue through annual membership from keeping your account active. And we have a different number of tiers for each individual to pick which tier fits their style the best. Licensing is something that we're working on also. We've been working with a few major outdoor brands to have our lost and found decals on their product at the point of manufacturing. So if a consumer purchases a decal through us, they can put on anything they want, but if they purchase a paddle or an oar through Sawyer, it's gonna come with Karmik lost and found protection. And there's a number of reasons why they'd wanna do that. You know, one of them is they could upsell for this feature, they could charge more for a premium item that already has that, or it's just something to help them stand out in a crowded marketplace. And finally, our fourth source of revenue is gonna be a huge database. We're gonna have hundreds of thousands of users, each with dozens of items that they value, and we're gonna have their make, model, serial number associated with them. And that's valuable marketing information for outdoor agencies. How large is this market? Well, I already said there's about 145 million people in the United States who engage in outdoor recreation. That's half of the population of the United States. If you see, they spend about $184 billion a year purchasing goods. Because we're branding ourselves as a general outdoor recreation lost and found, our decals can go on anything. And some of our target markets are going to be fishing, hunting, camping, snow sports, water sports, etc. You can see how large those markets are. What's exciting is that we are the first to do this in the outdoor market. So we have the ability to quickly grab market share and build relationships within those industries as fast as possible. Each one of those target markets of ours has dozens of major brands with hundreds of products that would be great for a lost and found decal. Our serviceable addressable market is 116 million people who purchased a decal or who purchased something in those categories and lost something, who have felt the pain of losing something. And so we believe that our goal in the next 5 years is to get 1% of our total addressable market, or 1.45 million users. Now, how do we get 1.45 million users? We've had a lot of luck with social media recently. Since we've launched, we've got a lot of great feedback, and outdoor brands have actually approached us through social media to begin working with them. We've started working with some local retailers here in Boise, Idaho. That's great, but it's still a long ways from 1.45 million users. How we're going to get these big numbers is through our partnerships with major manufacturers and through major outdoor retailers. We're hoping that when somebody purchases a Sawyer Lost and Found decal, they realize this is a great idea and they need to purchase a 5, a 10, or a 25 pack from us to protect all of their other gear. And then the national retailers are where we're going to be able to reach the mass consumers. Now, the nexus between the manufacturers and national retailers and us are going to be these trade shows. Those are going to be really important for us to go to, get a booth, and have all this marketing information laid out so that we can rub shoulders with these people. We can introduce ourselves. This is where the buyers go, and this is where the product development folks from these manufacturers go to find cool, new, innovative products like ours. So we're going to attend those trade shows. Our 5-year projections are $37 million if we're able to capture this huge untapped market, and if we're able to sell 5 or 10 pack of decals. If you notice that decal sales are actually a smaller portion of our revenue, because we have 3 other sources of revenue, that part is going to be much more significant for us in the next 5 years. Our timeline and traction. So we won the Boise State Idaho Entrepreneurial Challenge competition, and we took that money and rolled it into finalizing and launching the company. And then in less than a month, we were profitable. To date, we've sold almost $24,000 in decals, and tomorrow, moving forward, we have a marketing campaign that's given to us for free from the Explore magazine. We're partnering with them, and they're going to do some print ads, digital ads, social media marketing for us, and connect us with their brands that they're associated with. If we win this competition, we'd like to take that $20,000 and make our product great, make our user experience amazing, make our process as seamless as possible. And then we want to take the money, a good chunk of that money, and attend these expos that are going to be happening in 2021, and then get some of the banners and media flyers and stuff that we need for that. So currently the biggest competition for us is the Sharpie. That's what most people use to have their outdoor gear identified. But if you think about that, that means that there's a huge untapped market, and it's ripe for innovation, which is where we come in. Our biggest, closest competitor is probably Return.me. They're a Canadian company that offers lost and found service, but they're focused on keys and phones and wallets and luggage and stuff like that. Whereas we're focused on fishing, skiing, hunting, camping, snow sports, all of that stuff. Now, what separates them from us is that we are branding ourselves as an outdoor company. Everything that we do and every decision we make is in line with the outdoor industry, because that's who we are and that's what we know and that's what we love. And we're also trying to build and nurture these relationships within the outdoor community. When somebody returns something, we have a 5-point return incentive program that we're going to give to them to try to strengthen the bonds within the community. They're going to, Return.me just says, hey, I've got your keys, congratulations. The largest name in the outdoor, or not the outdoor, just the lost and found, is Tile Tracker. And theirs is for keys and TV remotes and cell phones and stuff. And you can probably imagine why having a Bluetooth, battery powered, not necessarily waterproof item wouldn't work so great on skis or crab pods or anything that goes in the outdoors and maybe you're not 60 feet away from. My name is Robert Gillingham. I'm the co-founder. I would consider myself head of operations and head of sales, although I am starting a new company, so I do a little bit of everything. And Aaron would consider himself marketing and strategy partnerships with these major brands. He's really great at nurturing those relationships. Aaron and I have been friends for a little over 10 years now, and we recognize our strengths and our deficiencies. And the great part is that we work really well together. His strengths are complementary to my weaknesses, and vice versa. We found that he likes things that I don't like, and vice versa. We do recognize that we do have some deficiencies. We're willing to learn, we're able to learn, and we surrounded ourselves with a team of advisors who we can ask questions to and help us figure these things out. We have a diverse team from CPA to lawyer to serial entrepreneurs who had multiple successful exits. So we are Karmik Outdoors. We're the world's first and best outdoor gear recovery system, and we get lost gear back. I'm excited to answer any questions you guys might have, and I thank you for your time.